In the arid silence of the desert, where life is often a brutal fight against the relentless sun, a chilling sight emerges. The camel, a creature renowned for its resilience, bears a wound that looks like a grotesque honeycomb. This festering lattice of sores and cavities stretches across its flank, each pit a nightmare of invasive decay, pulsing with raw tissue and the faintest glint of something alive, an alien. This is no ordinary injury. It is a battleground where unseen parasites wage war beneath the skin, turning the camel's body into their dark empire. These parasites are not just a nuisance, but a vivid manifestation of nature's cruel choreography. A legion of tiny, fleshy invaders beneath the icy expanse of the Arctic, where life clings to survival against brutal odds, there lurks a stark reminder of nature's unforgiving rot, a polar bear bearing a honeycomb wound so grotesque it seems sculpted from the very ice of its frozen world. Imagine flesh pockmarked with cavities, tunnels burrowed deep into muscle and bone like a sinister hive, buzzing not with bees but silent decay. This nightmare tableau whispers of a silent invader, one that has turned the majestic beast into a grotesque landscape of raw vulnerability. To stumble upon such a sight is to witness nature's dark underbelly uncommented, a brutal testament to the chaotic struggle between predator, parasite, and environment. The true horror emerges when we peer closer, beyond the torn epidermis, to meet a far more peculiar menace, the crustacean barnacle. These marine hitchhikers, often romanticized on whale skin, have found an unsettling refuge in the icy flesh of the bear, exploiting its wounds with relentless, creeping colonization. Barnacle infestation on a polar bear is a slimy tapestry of... In the frozen expanse of the Arctic, a realm of stark beauty and brutal survival, a chilling sight unfolds. A polar bear, the seemingly indomitable monarch of ice and snow, struggles under the weight of a grotesque affliction. On its shoulder, a horrifying wound, discolored and inflamed, is alive with movement. This is no ordinary injury. As the camera zooms in, the true horror reveals itself: a mass of buzzing bee bodies, their wings fluttering frantically as they burrow into the soft tissue of the bear's flesh. It's a shocking image that disturbs the serene landscape, a potent reminder of nature's darker side. The story of this unfortunate polar bear is not just a tale of a rare injury. It's an illustration of the intertwining paths of wildlife and a perplexing ecological dilemma. In this part of the world, bees and polar bears rarely cross paths, yet here we witness their fates colliding in a bewildering act of nature. The bees, typically found in warmer climates, have seemingly adapted to a bizarre niche, driven by instinct and the relentless pursuit of survival, which guides them into the den of the bear. They find a warm, oily surface laden with the scent of fat, an inviting target for their colony, but a horrifying curse for the bear. As the bear wanders through its icy territory, it becomes the unwitting host to a horrific infestation, carried on wind currents as erratic and unpredictable as the weather itself. These bees are seeking refuge, perhaps a new home away from the disarray of their colonies further south. But in their quest for survival, an unintended tragedy unfolds. In the heart of a shadowed jungle, barely touched by the first whispers of dawn, lies a spectacle both grotesque and strangely captivating: a monkey shackled to the relentless grip of nature's smallest tormentors. This creature, once lively and spry, now lingers in a state of harrowing distress, its fur matted and clotted with the eerie signs of a brutal insect siege, eyes dull with suffering, its body a canvas dotted with swollen, oozing wounds. The scene unfolds like a nightmare clinging desperately to the edges of reality. The flesh, broken and raw, throbs under the relentless invasion of insects, whose voracious appetites have transformed this innocent mammal into a battleground of survival and decay. The wounds themselves tell a nightmarish story. Angry, red pustules erupt where skin once stood pristine, their borders ragged, rims crusted with yellowing pus, and darkened clots of dried blood. Tiny, dark bodies scuttle in, and out of these cratered sores, flies, mites, beetles, and various larvae writhing with mechanical rhythm, burrowing into the flesh or feasting on the fluids exuding from the damaged tissue. Each insect occupies its grim niche, some aggressively chewing at the edges, others tunneling further in small, sinuous teams, their incessant activity causing the monkey to writhe and scratch futilely, each movement only spreading the infestation like a creeping wave of ruin. This infestation, scientifically known as myiasis when larvae penetrate the skin, is devastating in its efficiency. The insects exploit every vulnerability, targeting the animal's compromised immune system, turning wounds into incubators for future generations of parasites. The infection's progress is marked by swells that metastasize beneath the skin, accompanied by a pungent melange of death and decay, a stench rising from the overlapping smells of necrotic flesh, insect secretions, and the moist